Welcome back to Reviews, Hits, and a Piece of Cake. I am your host, Shoshana. Welcome back. Now let's get started because my show is back. Married to Medicine is back. It started back last week. And this season, the ladies are getting like this, like they're on their second half of their 10-year. And is this season 6? Oh no, this is season 7. This season is good. The ladies are on fire. They got a little bit of fame under their belts for the past 7 years. The ones that's been here since season 1. And friendships are deteriorating, falling apart. Things aren't the same with all of the ladies. We already know that Quad and Mariah aren't friends anymore, and that's been years of that. But Heavenly and Simone are not getting along because Heavenly went on Twitter with social media for Generation X, and I would say all generations, because everybody could be. I guess it depends on the person when you talk about social media, because literally Heavenly and Simone's husband Sisu got into it via Twitter. They all live in Atlanta. Like, why one of them couldn't call each other and be like, hey, let's talk about what happened on Twitter? No, this escalated to Simone and Heavenly falling out. Granted, Heavenly's point of view is that men aren't supposed to, get into women's issues. Fair, fine. But I feel like they've all made their own personal friendships. If something happens to Simone, God forbid, I would think that they would still have a friendship with Sisu. They would be there to console them as friends. And yeah, there's places that you can't cross as friends and being married or whatnot, but the friendships have been developed long enough for Sisu or Heavenly to call one of them and say, hey, let's watch this. But, it's good for TV. Okay. Quad is in this mindset. She's going through her divorce, and she wants to make amends with her and Simone because her and Simone aren't good anymore. Quad don't know how to let shit go. Quad is the queen of holding grudges, and that's just all to it. That's just who she is. She is one of the youngest ones in the group. So she's around older women, and it could be intimidating, and I can see that. So it's very easy for you to draw back and find a soft space where you feel like, okay, I can play the victim card all the time. It's not going to always work. Like, accountability going to have to come into play. Contessa and Toya still not getting along. Contessa called Eugene a big ass babe. What did she call him? Like a big ass bitch. Let me tell you something. Contessa gave it to Toya, and Toya set her ass politely there and didn't say anything. She don't want that smoke from Contessa. Contessa been in the army. She flips those babies. When them babies be choking, she flip them like it ain't nothing. Like, Contessa is not the one to play with. I mean, just on a professional level and a personal level, there is no reason why Toya still feels like she can bully Contessa, because she's not having it this season. She has to secure her spot, and she will stand up for what she's a woman, and she's a mother, and she's a wife. Like, you will not, we're on the same level. The disrespect will have to cease sometime. But we're only 2 episodes in. Let me tell you something. This season is going to be good as fuck. This season is going to be good. I just know it. My predictions is that Simone and Heavenly is going to get into it a couple of times. Quad and Simone has already tried to go to dinner privately this week's episode, and it didn't work out. Simone ended up walking out on Quad ass because Quad came with the guns blazing. Quad was ready, and Simone was like, well, I thought we was finna just cut a piece of steak and kiki. Like, what are you on? So that's not gonna end. That's just got started. So we'll see. We're very good and new and fresh into the season, but this season is gonna be solid. I know it is. So the Real Housewives of Potomac is over. Season 4 is over, and now we're in the reunion parts, because I think it's like 3 parts of the reunion this year for them. The ladies was cute this season. I truly enjoyed this season. I wouldn't say caught up. What did he say? I kept up with the show all season, and it was a solid season. It was fun watching Gizelle and Karen go at it, which I feel like they need to dissolve their friendship and leave it where it is. They're both very much shady with each other, and they're too sensitive with each other. Because you know those friends that you can be shady with, but you kind of take it personal because they know a lot of stuff about you. That's how they are with each other. And I feel like it's either they're going to work it out or they're going to just leave it where it is. And how it's looking, they needed to probably just leave it where it is. And just because it's going to turn so sour and ugly that all the good moments that they had is just going to go all the fuck away. Okay. It's going to go away. Candace has her mom on part 1 of the reunion, which she's coming off as like a Mama Joyce, you know, Kendi Burris' mama, but with her own money and with her own education, because Candace's mom is very smart. She's a businesswoman. She has her own I think she's like a psychologist or something like that, so she has her own practice. But her mom is very toxic, who she is, because of who her mom is to her and the type of pedestal that her mom put her on. Granted, I am an advocate for amending relationships like one with your mother. Do I think that they should be televising it at this moment? No, because it's very much still fresh. They just started going to counseling. And these are very vulnerable moments for both of us. TV make it better? No, I don't think so. Gizelle is looking to get back with her ex-husband, which I'm here for. You know, they've gotten divorced because of infidelity issues, and you know that was on the forefront amongst other private things. So I'm here for Gizelle being happy. She's probably in this place in her life where she needs somebody solid, and her ex-husband is probably a different man than he was when they got a divorce. So who knows? Ashley had her baby. So the Zorbies, there's a bundle of joy in their lives now, and Ashley is experiencing what the early stages of motherhood looks like. And I just pray that, you know, for, you know, just healthy development through this mental breakdown that she's experiencing, because I feel like a lot of us connect with that when you have a first kid and you don't know what you're doing and you're married. Granted, I've never been married, but I know women that have been married first and then had a kid, and the kid come into their lives could be straining, and there's just a lot of things coming on with motherhood, doubt of womanhood. You're not the same, your body's not the same, and she's experiencing that. And Candace asked, because of course they have to recap throughout the season when Candace doubted that Ashley would really wanted the baby, and her heavy drinking, and Ashley experienced a miscarriage. So of course the heavy drinking could contribute to that, amongst other things. But Candace doesn't let shit die. Like, yeah, you said these things, but she's capable of carrying the baby. She deliver a healthy baby boy. Why do you feel like you could just continue to say shit like that to women? It's just like, we would never grow as a sisterhood when you continuously hurt people. And we know Candace is hurting, so she's definitely projecting that on Ashley, and that's just what it is. And then Karen, you know, she talks about, you know, her perfume line and how the other women was doubtful of her actually, you know, i.e. Giselle, how she felt as though she wasn't being sincere about her support towards that. And I get it. But Karen's changing careers. And the fame definitely, I feel like, contributes to wanting to do more because you have more opportunities. So, you know, good luck to them. The hit of the week is Count on Me by Whitney Houston featuring CeCe Winans off of my favorite soundtrack, if not one of my favorite soundtracks. And I chose this song because it's very, you know, friendship related. And the ladies in both shows, I would say, want sincere friendships. And in this past episode of Married to Medicine, Jackie had this event where she brought someone from her church to lead a healing type of event amongst the ladies because the relationships are strained at this point. It's sad to see that when things get that way, we're willing to dispose of our friendships that we put time, money, energy, you know, we introduce them to our kids. We do all these things as women, as human beings, because we yearn for companionship outside, you know, without romantically. Because sometimes you just need your girlfriends there. And you can kind of just see it, like, although they say the scripted reality or whatever you want to call it, this is a depiction of how women are in real life outside of television, how women don't know how to amend relationships, and they don't think that a friendship requires effort, as if that was your nigga. As if you gonna plan to do birthday celebrations and all these as if this was your man, this is your friend. And you have to act accordingly because when you are falling, you want somebody to be able to be there for you. Men don't, I mean, regardless of who you are with, you're going to always need somebody to release things to. Everybody doesn't know everything. Everybody doesn't have to know everything. Every friend is designed differently. And nobody just know how to have a healthy friendship. And of course, without strained relationships, we won't have good TV to watch on Sunday nights. But you just kind of see how years of like just animosity just grows into being spiteful and bitter and towards each other and just nasty, just overall, especially with black women. It's sad to see. And the Real Housewives of Atlanta will be back soon, so we're going to talk about this all over again. But it's just everybody wants somebody that they can be able to count on, that they could be able to come through. If I call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna be there. You're gonna listen to me cry. You're gonna come over and we're gonna pop this bottle of wine and we're gonna vent to you. Everybody wants that sincere relationship, but nobody wants to put in that genuine work. Nobody wants to be honest. Nobody wants to take accountability. So they're gonna always have these strange sisterhoods, these circle of friends that they can't rely on when shit really hits the fan in life. Damn, this is a good topic. I love talking about friendships because they are such important factors in our lives that we don't value as human beings. We're willing to just throw friendship away. I just don't get that at all. I don't get it. That's the Capricorn in me. This week, I enjoyed these shows this week. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Review.